Good morning, Logan. I'm Casey.
And I'm Leonard. This is a special edition of Logan Live for the week of April 5th, 2021.
Coming up on today's show, we have entertainment, weather, and words of wisdom. But first, here's a look at this week in U.S. history.
On April 5, 1992, the abortion activist march and demonstration in Washington, D.C. attracted several 100,000 people who were concerned that the High Court, with its conservative majority, may overturn the 1973 Roe v. Wade ruling that made abortion legal. On April 6, 1917, following the sinking of the American liner Housatonic by a German U-boat and 4 more U.S. merchant ships, President Wilson appeared before Congress and called for a declaration of war against Germany, and on this day, the United States formally declared war on Germany. On April 7, 2001, an unarmed black man, Timothy Thomas, was wanted on 14 misdemeanor warrants and was fatally shot by a white police officer in Cincinnati, sparking 3 days of riots. On April 8, 1935, as a part of President Roosevelt's New Deal, the Emergency Relief Appropriation Act created the Works Progress Administration. It created government jobs for 8.5 million individuals that were unemployed due to the Great Depression. On April 9, 1959, NASA introduced America's first astronauts to the world to take part in the successful Project Mercury, which was America's first manned spaceflight program.
Seniors, if you have not applied to Chabot yet, or you have and need help checking things off from your SOAR checklist, please drop into the Open Lab session on April 13th from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Chabot College outreach staff will be there to assist you. For those applying for the first time, make sure to have access to your full social security number, your home address, and a copy of your unofficial transcript. Check your school email for the Zoom link.
Many residents in nursing homes feel lonely and isolated, especially in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. You can make a difference by giving them a friend they could cherish. Join the A Loving Link team of over 160 volunteers in our fight against social isolation. The Pen Pal program has volunteers and residents write to each other. The video chat program connects volunteers with residents in real-time conversations. Volunteers will receive community service hours. Check your school email for details and to apply.
Seniors, the next Ohlone College onboarding session will be on financial aid. It will be held on April 14th starting at 4 p.m. Check your school email for more information.
A travel opportunity is coming up. Let's go to Spain. Contact Mrs. Miljaz for details about taking a stroll through Madrid, Barcelona, and the Rock of Gibraltar in June of 2022.
Although most county libraries are closed to in-person visits, there are many resources you can use online. Visit aclibrary.org/teens and learn how to get homework help, volunteer your time, or get a library card that gives you access online to books, magazines, music, videos, and more. You can even get help from the library staff.
Show your Logan spirit with Cult Gear. Visit jameslogan.org and click the Shop Cult Gear link. You'll find clothing, signs, decals, bags, chairs, blankets, drinkware, and more. Find a design that's right for you. Visit the Cult Gear online store today.
The Union City Family Center is here to help you and other individuals and families in our area. There are healthcare supports, after-school and childcare resources, housing assistance, food and clothing pantries, and urgent living supplies. Visit UnionCityFamilyCenter.org for more information.
If you are interested in joining the badminton team, please fill out a family ID profile and have a physical completed. Visit jameslogan.org and check on the athletics menu for more information. If you have any questions, feel free to email Coach Christian at christianbaza94@gmail.com.
Sports season is here. If you need a sports physical, be sure to book an appointment at the Logan Health Center. It's open on Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Be sure to call or text 510-690-6040 to book your appointment or ask questions. Coming up next, Marielle with a look at this week's entertainment.
Good morning, Logan. I'm Marielle, bringing you another look at this week's entertainment. The movie Thunder Force is set to premiere on Netflix this Friday, April 9th. This action comedy movie features familiar actors such as Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer, who play two childhood best friends that later gain superpowers. Make sure to watch the movie this Friday on Netflix to see how the two take on their city as they fight off evil villains. Also coming out this Friday, April 9th, is the movie Voyagers, which is set to premiere in theaters. Set in the future, the movie revolves around a crew of astronauts that are in search of a new home as the human race is in danger. Problems arise as the crew loses touch with reality and face dangerous threats within themselves. You can buy your tickets online now to reserve your seat at Century 25 in Union Landing. That's it for this week's entertainment. Enjoy your spring break, everyone. Back to you guys.
Coming up next, Paulo with a look at the weather.
What's good, Logan? It's Paulo with this week's weather. For this week, we got mostly partly cloudy, except for Friday. And for the temperatures, it's going to be highs in the mid-60s and lows in the mid-40s. And that's it for this week. Back to you guys.
Coming up next, Maritza with this week's Words of Wisdom.
Hi, I'm Maritza with this week's Words of Wisdom. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was an African-American Baptist minister and one of the most powerful activists of the civil rights movement in the 1950s and 60s. He once said, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." Throughout our lives, we have all been exposed to the many injustices that many Americans face. When you believe something, whether it be big or small, make your voice heard. Your opinion matters, and you are valid. That's it for this week's Words of Wisdom. Back to you guys.
That's Logan Live for the week of April 5th, 2021.
To see more Logan Live recordings and other student-produced videos, visit logantv.net.
Go out there and make it a great day.
Or not, the
choice
choice
is
is
yours.
yours.